I have just bought this electricity board van to turn into the ultimate stealth camper. Not only are we going to do a full conversion on this van, we're also going to need to do a little bit of TLC because it has had a hard life. Join us as we uncover these horrors hiding in the van. We've taken a huge risk, but we're determined to give this van a new lease of life. Let me show you around the van, walk you through the state of it, and then go through the plan for this build. This beast is a Mark 8 Ford Transit L3H3. It is a 2014 and it's only done 87,000 miles. It might actually have been the cheapest Mark 8 transit van for sale in the UK when I bought it. And later on, I'll tell you exactly how much it cost me. It is electrical board, which means it was fleet owned, so I'm the second owner. People tell me that's a good thing and it's been well looked after, but as you'll see in a minute, it hasn't. Mechanically, no, I'm lying to myself, it's not all right mechanically. We'll see. It's a bit of a mess in here. You can tell it's been someone's work vehicle and not a pride and joy, but we are going to change that. So in the cab, it doesn't come with a small toddler, but it has seen better days. The seat is absolutely battered. There is zero padding in the armrest. Down on the floor has been absolutely trashed. There's bits of trim missing everywhere. Let's face it, it was a work vehicle, so it wasn't really looked after. First thing you notice in here, it stinks of oil. It smells like a car garage, but it smells kind of fusty. The steering wheel is absolutely battered. I feel like that needs changing. Dirt-wise, it's just so dirty in here. The passenger seat, to be fair, is all right. It's absolutely spotless. One strange thing that it does have is this key. When you start it up, engine feels good, 87,000 miles. That's low mileage, that's what I went with. My rule is to try and get the lowest mileage example available. It's always done me well that, however, I'm not sure if this time it's gonna cost me a bit of money. Start it up and then press this button here, take the key out, and the engine stays on. That's mad. So it's got like a, I don't know why it does that. Let me know in the comments if you know why it has that. As I said, this was an electrical board. It was kind of like a workshop and habitation van. I'll show you in the back in a minute. So it might be something to do with that. If I turn that off, it turns the engine off. You wouldn't want that with a Euro 6 engine. Other cool things this van has, some additional lights and switches. So we've got a rear light. We've got two roof mounted lights. It's also got this security box. It's only got 2 seats from factory, so I don't have to fit a single seat, which is cool.
In our van, we got 2 seats.
We have got 2 seats. One's yours and one's Daddy's. 2.2 litre chain driven engine, because I am scared of wet belt. On the outside, bodywork wise, it has seen quite a bit of action. This whole door is completely dented and pitted. It's just all the way down here, and there's also this weird little metal plate that somebody's put on it and put a little bit of filler in there or something. I don't quite know what that's for, so we may need a new door. Up in this corner here, there is a dent. Now fortunately it's not too bad, and I'm hoping I can pull it out, fill it, paint it. On the back, it does have a factory reversing camera, but on the back that clearly didn't help because the rear steps have been absolutely mangled. I don't know what the driver has done with that. Here's our rear light, flashing yellow lights there, side work light, and also flashing orange light there. I like this van. Additional security locks as well on both the doors, which is good. That is exactly what that means. He said there's a fire sign there. That does mean there's flammable things inside. The front is actually in pretty good condition. It just needs a bit of bumper trim to tidy it up. But generally speaking, it's all pretty tidy. The driver's side is the side I'm most worried about because I didn't even see this until after I'd bought it. I was so busy looking at the mechanics of it and making sure it wasn't a lemon. But all along this side, there's a load of riv nuts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At the moment, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with these. If you have got any ideas as to how I can patch that up, do let me know. I've got a few ideas, but it'd be good if you can pop any in the comments. One good thing the van has though is this tow hitch. So I should be able to put a tow bar on there. It's got the electrics, so I should be able to tow, and that is another reason why I wanted this van, because I've got some big ideas for future projects. Into the van. Let's have a look inside, show you the condition, and then I'll go through the plans for the inside of the van. First thing we notice is it's got a raised floor like the Crafter, but this time the van is rear wheel drive. The second thing I notice about this van, even though it's a rear wheel drive and it's got a raised floor, is just how high the ceiling is. I am 6 foot and I've still got nearly 10-15 centimeters above my head. This van is going to be so spacious and roomy. In here, let me just tell you, it absolutely stinks. And I'm hoping we can get rid of this smell. It just stinks of like oil or petrol or diesel or something of that nature. Now I'm really hoping when we remove these panels and we remove the floor, give it a good clean, that's going to get rid of all of that smell. In the back here, it's fairly battered. Just look at all this damage and rust. All of that will sort out and tidy up, but it is a real project. I really want with this van to return it to a beautiful van that it is. In the back, we have got a load of racking. If anybody wants it, let me know. It's coming out today. Spare wheel, tools chest, and I believe there was also a diesel heater in there, but it isn't in there anymore. All of that I'll have to strip out. All this is going to need tidying up, sanding down. It has had a hard life. There's a random switch here which doesn't do anything. That does do something. Oh no. Oh, that does do something. That's the lights for in here. It just looks so soiled and stained everywhere. It just looks really horrible. And this is, I hope, is we're going to be able to get this smell out. We're going to have to strip it right back. All of this is going to need repainting and sorting out. I'm not quite sure what state the actual floor's in. I'm hoping it's okay. The edging strip hasn't even made it onto here. There is a very random hole here. Positives though is the engine feels mint. It pulls really well. It feels really powerful. And 2, underneath there's not a spot of rust. It is rear wheel drive, so hello drift season in the snow. It has just had a hard life, but mechanically it felt pretty good. I say it felt because I'm a little bit worried about the gearbox. Right, plan for this van then. Full stealth camper. The reason I wanted this was because there is nothing stealthy about our van, whereas this is going to allow us to do some stealth camping in the UK. Also, 2 other priorities of this van are mobile office for me. I want to be able to roll a bike in without taking the wheels off. Build my last van, I sold my mountain bike van, and this is kind of a replacement for that. Let me talk you through the design. I'm using VanSpace 3D to design this van, and I'll put a link in the description. I find it really helpful in visualizing the space. Straight in front of the side doors, we're gonna have a nice big sofa area. Above the sofa area, we're gonna have a hidden PC and desk, which is gonna fold down and create a nice working area. Along both sides of the van, we're going to have kitchen and units. On this side, we're going to have the kitchen, sink, hob, and then worktop all the way down. Water and heating storage is going there. And then on this side of the van, all of our electrical stuff is going there. We're going to have a Murphy bed up on this side of the wall that folds down to create a massive double bed. It's going to be 180 lengthwise all the way to here, and the full width of the van. There's going to be no windows in this van because it's a full stealth van. I want it to still look like an electrical board or motorway services van. I'm going to leave the signage on the back, And in the roof, I'm fitting a huge 500 by 700 skylight. I'm also going to fit a 400 by 400 fan here. Storage along the top, we are hopefully putting in some more Van der Moon storage. Rear door storage will be Van der Moon storage again as well. We're going to be putting an auto-term diesel heater in, and we're also going to be using Dodo Mat thermoliner again as well. We're not going to be insulating this quite to the same level as the old van. That thing was built for the Arctic. This is built for the UK. So I'm still going to put quite a bit of insulation in, but I'm actually going to be reducing the thicknesses of that. Bulkhead is going to be coming out completely. I'm going to be replacing that with a hidden doorway so that I can get in and out of the cab, but from the outside it still looks like a works van. So the three priorities for this van are stealth van, gaming and workstation, and bike storage. I want to be able to get a bike in here. I want the Murphy bed to allow me to use the whole space of this van. I like having a van as well for being a van. Being able to pick up materials, pick up stuff. I need a vehicle that does all of these things. So in here, there'll be this pass-through doorway so you can get through to the back. I'm going to try and make it look as factory as possible so it looks like a works van. I'm also going to be attacking this build with the same high quality finish that I did the other one. I'm really aiming for a quality professional built van. I am trying to keep the cost a little bit lower on this build, so I'm reducing things like the electrical system, still going to be fully electric, and there isn't a shower room. I'm going to be putting in underneath the bench seat here is going to be a slide out shower and a shower head in the roof, and then a curtain that we can fit up and have a shower in there. I'm buzzing for this. I can't wait to get cracking on this van. And that's it. That is the plan. I haven't said what I paid for this van. It was up for £6,000 on the nose, and I paid for it 5,800, which at the time, that was the cheapest Mark 8 transit van on the market. Everything else available was like 100,000 miles, 120,000 miles. So hopefully we've bought ourselves a winner, but only time will tell. If you are looking forward to following this van build, do hit that subscribe button. I will be sharing all the highs and the lows of the van build, what went well and what goes wrong. I don't hide anything. It's completely free to subscribe, but it does really help the channel. What tools have you got?
A screwdriver.
Excellent. What are you doing?
And I'm taking all of this out.
Good man. Let's go. So, we need to get in here, strip it, and clean it up. Let's get on with it. Let's tear this van down and start this build. Ooh. Just found this in there. Danger, live electrical. First panels stripped, and actually the inside of the van is looking pretty good. Where those panels have been, do you know what? That's wide as well, isn't it? Like, you could insulate that and still use that for width. I bet these are wider than Crafters. Hate the way people screw into these holes. They're gonna need drilling out and treating. This van, I'm gonna make this van so mint, it's not gonna be recognizable. Somebody in their infinite wisdom decided to bond that panel on, but we got it off. Annoyingly, I did just drop a screw on the driveway, and now I need, I've just found it. Yes! Success. Get this bastard box out. Ugh. What have we found in the van? Colander, no, a flour sieve. I don't know what that is. Look at all this dirt and grime. Look at this. That is definitely smelling tarry. This racking is bolted through the floor, would you believe? Out there. Maybe we can get it now. Yes. Gins, are you able just to come and hold a spanner? What is in the box? Ooh, that's where they must have had their inverter and diesel heater. There's the hole. For the life of me, I can't figure out how to get this box out. I can't see any bolts. Alright. Yes! We found the bolts. There you are, you pesky little... But where are they? I don't know where the other ones are. See, I need another pair of hands under the van. Or we cut them off. That's actually quite a good idea, isn't it? Who's in favour of angle grinding? Cue heavy metal rock music. Whoa. Didn't like that. That me up a lot. Yes. Yes. There must be some more though. Got to be at least 2 more. I bet there's 6. There they are. 1, 2. Nice. Free agent. And this is free. I just need to disconnect these wires. I think they must have been for the inverter 12-volt system it had. Yes! Oops. 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 Ah. Actually, that's kind of helped. Oh! No! Saved by the Henry. Oh, well done, Henry. Yes! Look at that. Just narrowly avoided, I think, splitting that disc. Good job I've got my safety specs on. Ed China would be happy. Success, I think. Something's still holding that in on bottom of there. I don't know what it is. Always one you can't get to. Right in there. Yes. Oh no. No. Don't fall into the door. No, that's the van. There we go. Yes! Look at the thick dirt. Look at it. Look at this. This van has never had a clean. Yes! Pretty much clear. Floor to come up, bulkhead to come out. The floor on the last van, on the Crafter, was an absolute fucking pain to get up. Hopefully this will come up all right. Obviously, the back of this is already completely scratched, so I guess what's one more scratch? Yes! Yes! That wasn't too bad. I couldn't get to the screws because they were so full of git. Look at the state of it. Let me show you. At the filth. This needs a proper good hoover and a clean. Look at it. Look at that. Like, how much is in here? Floor is up. I'll give this a quick vac out. You don't need to see that. 3, 2, 1. The floor is hoovered, but it is gonna need a lot of work. There's quite a few rusty bits, some big holes in the floor. There isn't masses of dents or damage. So apart from quite a few screw holes, I think the floor is actually in better condition now I've given it a hoover than I thought it would be. I'm not sure how to clean this floor. I don't know whether to jet wash it, jet wash and soapy water, or just rags and some degreaser or something. Let me know in the comments what you think. We've got a problem. There is a problem mechanically with the vehicle. It is making a bit of a weird rattling noise when it's idling with the clutch in. I've got it booked in at a transmission specialist in Sheffield, and we're going to find out if we've bought a lemon or not. But the van is clear. We've stripped it out. I've still got the bulkhead to do, and we need to start giving it a clean, and that floor is going to need a lot of prep work. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me on this new project. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, but it really does help the channel out and help the channel grow. I'll be sharing all the highs, all the lows, what goes right, what goes wrong again. And of course, I'll be building this to the best of my ability because I really want that stealth camper on the outside and absolute gorgeous camper van on the inside. Click here to subscribe, click here for this van's build playlist, and click here if you want to check out my old van, the VW Crafter build. Thanks for watching. Bye.